Cage Warriors World Super Heavyweight title. So for the last part of the evening, I want you to raise this roof. From a guy who's all the way from the United States of America, he's from the No Limits fight team. He has a record of 9 wins, 6 losses and 1 draw. Let's hear it for Ruben Villareal.
Okay, Ruben Villareal here, nicknamed Warpath. He's comes from a pro wrestling background to a certain degree, and when you see him, you'll understand.
Yeah. Being Native American, he's a pretty big guy, as you expect on the super heavyweight. 6'4", only 260 pounds. For a super heavyweight, that is pretty light. I know it's hard to believe.
Is he not in danger of getting his makeup smudged in the cage when he's fighting?
I've no idea. I've never worn makeup in the cage.
I still think he's got his work cut out here. I mean, he's a big guy, but he's up against Junior de Silva. And
well, he's more experienced. He's got a 9-6-1 record. So it's a pretty good record. I mean, he's fought places like King of the Cage and Super Brawl.
For the vacant world title. He is from the Wolfslair Gym in Liverpool. He has a record of 3 wins and no losses. And he weighed in today at a colossal 136 kilos. Let's hear it for Antonio Junior da Silva!
And this guy is a monster. If you were to throw him in with King Kong, you don't know who'd win.
I think that's the only way we're going to get a fair fight.
But not only is he huge, like 300-pound huge, he moves.
I've seen him fight before. I was impressed at how agile a guy of this size could possibly be. He's got power, technique, movement, and did it just go dark when he came in here? What a monster. Once his fight career's over, I believe he should be aiming for a James Bond henchman role.
His first ever fight was against, I mean, you'd think it'd be a tough call against Tengis, but out-wrestled him, ground and pounded him, stopped him in 48 seconds.
I think it's one of the few people that Tengis has not been able to take down. And Tengis normally picks people up, slams them to the ground, and beats them up. And he couldn't move, Junior.
Tengis threw Jeff Monson with a suplex.
Yeah.
So Junior, great submission, training under Mario Sukata at the Wolfslair by way of Brazil. Superb Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But his karate striking works really well for him. His kicking and his punching, he puts it together really well.
I'll tell you what I find impressive as well, a guy of his size, his weight, and he's in pretty damn good condition as well. He's not carrying a lot of excess fat. He's not overly muscular. I mean, if you compare his condition to Warpath, he's clearly more capable of fighting in a better fight condition.
And he's clearly bigger as well.
I don't think there's many fights that Warpath gives weight away.
No. And here we go.
Junior's nickname's Bazal, which means Bigfoot in Brazilian. Great low kick, good striking, great composure as a fighter as well. You know, good solid guard, good solid footing.
I think Warpath needs to look to take this fight to the ground. You find generally the American fighters are good wrestlers, they're better wrestlers than the European counterparts. Good submission games, their striking isn't usually up to par with ours. And that looks the case so far.
Yeah.
He got outstruck quite comfortably by Junior.
Junior closed the distance at will after landing strikes at will. He's just got the takedown at will. I mean, this is real domination.
Yeah, Junior got the underhooks there, then worked to the legs. He's got the half mount. He's with Warpath in his half guard.
You can hear Junior's corner shouting him out by his nickname, Pazal. I
think Junior needs to look to pass that leg though. Ruben's doing the right thing, tying up that that leg with the half guard. Maybe needs to work to full guard or look to get a sweep.
Half guard can be quite a dominating position for ground and pound, so I suppose it depends what Junior's whole plan is.
Yeah. As you mentioned earlier, from the half guard, he could pin the arm with his knee.
I think you'd struggle to move it once it was pinned as well.
Yeah, with a 300-pound man on your arm. Now these shots, they don't look like they've got a lot of impetus behind them, but just the actual weight of the man throwing them, they've got to hurt.
And they're landing cleanly as well. It's interesting to see Junior controls Ruben's head with his left hand so that he can get those clean shots in with the right.
Yeah, I think it's also stopping Ruben from being able to move his hips to get his guard back. By controlling the head, he's controlling the body.
And them strikes are good, solid, clean strikes. I mean, Ruben's got to do something. He's got to defend. He's literally getting wailed upon here.
Yeah, he needs to look to stand up or get his guard back.
This is all going to be stopped. Mark Goddard's clearly looking concerned.
Well, Ruben is weathering it.
It is, but he's not defending it, and part of the rules is you've got to intelligently defend yourself.
It's true. I know his makeup's not smeared yet.
He's definitely got to do some work from underneath. He's got to control those strikes, make sure he doesn't get another flurry like that.
Yeah, for sure. If he eats any more of that, it's going to be over. Interesting to see that these Americans, they wear makeup and they have long hair. It's different to the culture over here.
Yeah, it is. It wouldn't really be accepted culture over here, I don't think. But those strikes are landing in solid. Ruben doesn't want any more of this. Mark Goddard stops the fight.
Good stoppage. It was never going to go anywhere else.
Excellent stoppage. It wouldn't have surprised me if Ruben had basically spent the rest of the fight in exactly the same position. I'm sure he wouldn't have given in, but he certainly wasn't going to win.
The Junior retains his title, moves to 4-0.
Who can they possibly bring in to fight somebody of that size?
Who's never been past 3 minutes.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see who they bring in. I'm sure Cage Warriors have got some plans, and we've got some exciting fights ahead.
So, Junior has unified the Cage Rage and the Cage Warriors titles.
It's an interesting position to be in.
Fighters, centre the ring, please. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner in 3 minutes 7 seconds of the first round. By the way of referee stoppage of ground and pound, your new Cage Warriors champion, Antonio Junior da Silva!